one is TRX workout for the lower body. Doesn't mean that you are not working the core. Pretty much every single exercise you'll do in the TRX will work your core. Exhale on exertion. Exhale if you want to go deeper for a stretch. You can extend or shorten the handles depending on what our exercises are. We're going to have some single handle mode ones as well. And we've got 5 of them. So we've got one at the very beginning, which is actually a lower and an upper body because I like it. I'm going to do it with the shorter handles, but you can do it with long handles and have that as a warm-up, which is a brilliant one. So it's a squat in a row to start with. Then we've got a pistol squat, which just means it's a single leg squat, but you're facing the anchor. You can have toes down, bent knee, or full leg extension, and the other leg can go as deep as you want it to go. Then we're going to go lateral, so we're going to make ourselves have, again, the single handle mode is going to be here so that you can have one foot suspended and you're going, it's more of a stretch out than it is an up down, and you'll feel that you're really working your inner thighs on this one. Then we've got a classic forward lunge with the T-shaped arms, and that one I do use as a warm-up again, but I'm throwing in some kind of stronger, calmer, and this kind of five exercises. And then the last one is going to blow your mind. It's going to be a squat jump. So you don't have to do a squat jump. If you don't want to be jumping at all, ever, for any reason, you can simply have a squat. You can have a parallel squat, or you could have a wide plie squat. So there's always alterations, adaptations, modifications, progressions, and I'm here to help. So enough said, let's get on with it. So I said squat and row, and if you can see, these handles are pretty short. I've taken them up, lifted them up, and taken them right up, so they're quite doubled over, and this means that for me it's going to be, I wouldn't say it's necessarily stronger. Both a longer handle and a shorter handle in a squat row are challenging, are good, but I'm going to take it that this is going to be my challenging option. We're all different. So it's down as deep as you can go, so this is parallel legs but all slightly wider. Dropping down, I get a stretch through my arms, so this is a really nice stretch through your back, and then here you're pulling up. Hopefully you can see when I pull up I need loads of space between my head and my neck, rather than when you're pulling up that you're like this, that you've lost your neck. So shall we count that one repetition? Let's go. We've got 5, 10, 15 or 20 are your numbers. 1, 2, 3 sets. I'm going to do 20 and 3 sets with you. So let's go. Breathing in, inhale. Really thrust your glutes and squeeze your glutes, and thrust your hips forward. 5 done. Let's keep going together at whatever pace and tempo works for you. 3 more till the halfway. 2 more till the halfway. Exhale on your way up. This is halfway. Let's do 10 more together. You've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Almost there now. 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one, and done. Nice. So if you feel like you're holding on for dear life and you just need to give you a second, because this next one is the same idea. You're a squat, but you're holding on to those handles, and you might well find that you need to do less repetitions of this one, or you need to have the slight modification where you come down a notch on the intensity. So you can have the toe down, you can have a knee up, or full extension. I'm going to go and show you 10 to each side. So we've got 20, but with this one, it might be a good idea to do 10 and 10, and then 10 and 10 again, just so you give yourself a little rest, and you can decide where you are on the challenge spectrum. So holding the black handles again, coming down. I'm going to have one leg doing the support the whole time, and one leg hopefully is going to stay straight. We'll see. So sitting down into the depth of squat that works for you. So I'm going to lift this leg up, and we're going down. This is tough already. I've done 5. You can tell I really need my exhale. Sitting into the heel of this supporting leg. 2 more. I was never going to make 20. I was never going to make 20 of those on one side, and it's a good job you can't see my face because I'm going. So I'm swapping side to the other side. Hopefully you could see that the full extension is me really working my thigh and I was getting pretty deep for me, pushing out of that heel rather than your toes, and that's you giving yourself the best possible challenge. I don't know if this side is going to be as good. We will see. So breathing in. That was 5, so you've now got 4 to go here. 3, 2, 1. So, possibly didn't give you enough info about what's working where. You're trying to use all the way from your pelvis, all the way through the whole of your core strength, nice upper body posture and a nice straight back. Coming from the core, yes, I'm using my arms, but I am not using the arms without having engaged the core, pushed nice and deep out of that supporting leg, and doing it as a whole. You can tell my heart rate's gone up. This is challenging, so I'm going to show you a bent knee option and maybe 5 of those that have got the toe down. So they're always something else that you can do. Let's go back to that first side. So I might have toes on, and you can sit down here. 1, inhale, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So you're supported with the TRX. I've got the toe on the floor. I probably can get pretty deep. So that could be your challenge. I'm now going to do it with a bent knee. So I've got 5 to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I'm going to swap straight over. I'm going to do those ones first. So that is the bent knee, sorry. Exhale, pulling up. 2 more just the same. Last 1. Right, I'm going to blow my nose in a second. So we've got the toe on for this one, and we got 5 of them. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. So when you come through those ones, and you've got the bent knee, I pretty much was getting my chest on my thigh of that other leg. I do just need to blow my nose very quickly, sorry. So, challenging yourself any way that you feel is good. And what we got coming up next is the lateral lunge. So, same principle. You might, and I actually could bring my foam roller in, you might want something to the side of you if you're doing this one, extra bit of support. This foam roller can be on the side because you've got this movement. So, or if you don't have a foam roller, just bring a chair in. Obviously, try not to maybe put a chair that's got something on it in case you're yanking on your chair. The higher you go, your leg has to be up there, and it's going to give you pull and stretch and challenge across this hip, positive, yet it might not be for you, and through the inner thigh. So you might want to lower it just by a little bit. So I had it quite high up. I will come down just by a little bit, and then single handle mode is putting one hand through the V shape, coming round, and then putting it through again, so that when you pull, you are not going anywhere. So if you need a pointer on this, just get in touch and let me know. So then you're down into the big loop. So this does make it a little bit lower. So if you can see, I'm low down. I think I need to go higher. Having just spoken to you about coming down, I think I better go a bit higher. So let's just try that again. Yeah, make sure I got the right one. So here you might have your support. You pop your toe in. Yeah, that's more challenging for me. More challenging, like, oh, there's the stretch. So let me just try and move myself around to show you. So you could have your toe facing up, when you're coming down and up. Ideally, and it's really going to put some pressure on the inner thighs and the pelvis as a whole, but I'm trying to get you to stretch this area. We should have more of a flat foot and the toe facing down rather than up in the air. And this, you just don't have to go very far. I've got barely there for a bend, so try not to get your knee to go over your toe. So it's not about bending or pushing forward. It's about synchronizing, coming down in this leg while that one's going out, and trying to have maybe more of an upright posture. Inhale here, exhale. So we're on 4 already, and you might start to feel it easing into that inner thigh stretch. You keep thinking about that push out, so it's breathing in and then press that leg out. Let's go all the way through, like you're trying to press all the way through to those toes. And here you are at your halfway, and again, if you needed that support in, let's do 10 more together. These are slower, a little bit more precise than we've done anything else so far, just to look after your body. Keep going, gently pressing away, breathing in, breathing out. Obviously we've got one side, then we've got to do the other. And let's just do a couple more here together. And then let's do this next one, last one. You might need your support now. You could turn around with those toes, and then that frees you up. So I'm going to try and do it this way. I don't normally, this is for the video, so I've got something to hold on to here. I don't think it's going to work. It's going to be at a really strange angle. I might have to just do this one with my back to you, and that might not be a bad thing because you might well be able to see what that looks like. So because of the angle of the TRX, and then I'll be totally off camera. So you just give me a moment. And yeah, so you'll be able to see what it looks like from the back. You'll be able to see hopefully that my toes are pointed down, and then just setting myself up, standing up tall, down and pushing away. So you're pressing out to the side, out to that nice straight leg. This is 4, 5, pressing down and away. 6, 7, 8, 9, looking after this supporting side, and halfway. So you've got 10, 9, 8. We might well be feeling it in your glute as well. We've got 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then just look after yourself, maybe hold on to bring yourself out. So apologies for having my back to you, but probably it works to actually see what's going on, and we're not hinging foot too far forward. You're trying to look after your posture, and they're slower than they are faster, in the sense that it's more of a stretch and release than it is just sort of pounding through and getting through your repetitions. So next one, we're opening up again, and literally opening up. So it's wherever you want to be for these handles. The length of these straps, you can hold on to the black handles, you can hold on to the big loops. I'm going to hold on to the big loops. I'm going to make this just a little bit longer. You can have it super long for purposes of stretch and release. I'm going to have it a little bit shorter because then I'm higher up on this camera angle. But it's the T-shaped arms with the switching legs. So here, coming out. So you're doing a forward lunge, you're swapping side to side, and we can do 10 each side with the T-shaped arms, and then you can always change. So we're on 2, 3, 4, trying to maintain quite a nice upright posture, so less leaning in and just dropping into your space. Exhale is stepping out though, and they have a relatively fast switching, so you do whatever works for you. We're at 9 now, and swap. So halfway here. I'm going to try ourselves with 10 more of these. And if you don't want to change the arms, just keep the T shape. If you would rather have a V high or low, so up here or low down, do that. I'm going to have, for a change, an overhead one. So I'm going to pull to be able to stretch a little bit deeper through my torso, really, and through my core as a whole. We're at 4 now. You're going as deep for that back knee as is appropriate for you. Halfway. Got another 5. And 4. I haven't really moved these arms at all. Let's go with those last ones each side. And then literally last one each side. Nice, okie dokie. So, not that that wasn't intense, but it's more of more of a stretch and release one, just like the challenging lateral lunge is. So, next what you've got coming up, should you want it, you can go really super short with these handles, and I can't stress enough, light toes, because if you're light on the toes, you know you're absorbing it through your core rather than just crashing down on those feet. And it's little jumps or however high jumps you want, or absolutely no jumps at all, and it is a squat. Black handles though, you can do little jumps. So that was 10. The squat that you can do would be a parallel squat, or you could do a turn up, because we haven't done that together, still holding onto the handle. So that's not leaving the floor, keeping those feet down. That was 10 of what I like to call more of a medium. It's not that it wasn't challenging, but I'm going to try and show you, and who knows when I get going, whether I can do 10, but I'm going to try and challenge myself. I won't do it probably for all 3 sets, but I'm going to stick with a fuller jumping element to this, which definitely still needs my core strength, and I definitely want to absorb it through the legs from a light toe touch down. So, are we ready? Oh, okay. It might give you a head rush. It would definitely get your heart going, and talking will be so unnecessary, very unlike me. So that was your first set done. Hopefully you got intense, little less, intense, little less, and then intense. So trying to work up to building stamina, having a high intensity workout. Should you want it, and you're able, you put those jumps in. That's going to get your heart rate up, and less chatting from me, less stopping, especially once you've got this. Get straight on to the next one, don't rest, and that takes you into a more of a high intensity workout. So let's just bring these back a little bit. This is my squat and row. So deep again, I've got parallel legs, sitting right down into it, arms are reaching, and then I'm basically yanking myself up, but we're using the core. And we've got 20. So we're on to the second set. Hope you've had some water. Hope you're ready for this one. Let's get going. So down, and then pull yourself up. If you remember, loads of space between your shoulders and your head and your neck. And it's quite a nice proud chest at the top here as well. Breathe in. You're at 5 already. Let's keep going. Exhale on your way up and out of this. This is your halfway, so you've got 10 to go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, last 2, last 1. Nice. So what we've got coming up is the intensity that makes sense to you. It's pistol squat we had toe, bent knee, I forgot that, and then this straight leg. I think what I'll do is I'll do the same principle. I probably won't do all three options now I've given them to you. I'm going to do the most intense for me, which is the straight leg, bent leg option, for probably 10. 10 is quite a good challenge for myself and a nice place to stop. And then I might do the other 10 on the toe to show you that one. Probably don't need to move my handles. They're probably fine as they are, she says. Maybe I'll take them up a notch. I might take them up a bit higher, just by a little slither. And then this is pistol squat, less arms, even though I know you are pulling yourself up. Again, space between your head and your shoulders, more core than you think you need, glutes, and you'll be working that thigh 100% if it's out there, if it's out in a straight leg. So let's get going with these. Down. This is my first 5 done. 5 to go like this. I'm not going to lie. They're intense. They're nice and intense. So you're feeling it on everything on that supporting side, kind of yanking you back and being powerful and strong. And on the other side, you're trying to maintain that same depth of engagement and awareness through every single rep. Let's go on the other side. You've got 10 to go. On your second side. 5 now. 5 to go. 'Make me laugh. Right, so talking is unnecessary when you're doing things, just breathing. Make sure we're breathing. Got to go to the other side. Back to where I started. I'm going to have the toe up. Sitting down, 10 reps. 5 to go. Just going to swap. 5 more. Okay, so this one we've got to go into that single handle mode. We're going on the side. Support in if you need it, your chair, or if you've got a foam roller. I think just a touch down, just by a little bit. Just a little bit. And then the handles, one handle is into the triangle. Pull it through, put the other one through that triangle, and then pull that one down. And it's not going anywhere. So support on this side, should you need it. Get your toe in, see if you can get your toe down, and then down and away we actually go. This is 5 already. I'm just trying to show you with my arm where this leg is going down and out. On an exhale. So 3 more to make yourself at your halfway. And there we are, done with 10. Pause whenever you need to. Let's go right ahead and keep going. You've got 5 to go now. Then we swap over sides. I think I'll do the same. If you don't mind, I'll just turn my back to you. Last couple. Nice. I am going to just hold on behind me, and there we go. Same will probably need right as well. Have the support, pop that handle in. Oh, sorry, my foot in the handle, and then try not to lean forward or tilt yourself in a funny angle. You're starting from upright, and we're trying to maintain a good quality supporting side and that nice length through the extended leg. Here you go at 5 already, and 6, 7, they're all free and ready to be used. Same idea as earlier, a little bit less on the depth. You want a little bit more in your hands, but I'm going to keep it a little bit shallower for the purposes of the video. And then stepping out. So if you wanted more of a step and you actually wanted to stretch your calves, this is a great time to do it. So you can keep that back heel down and have more of a straight leg. So I'm going to do at least the 5 like this, just to show you something different. Let's have, maybe just have one more each side, then I go back into that lunge, but I've got a T-shaped arm. I'm breathing in and then breathing out. Nice depth if you want it for that back leg. We've got 4 and 4, and then this is 5 and 5 because that's what I'm counting, but this is your halfway. I'm going to change my hands and come on overhead. Same idea, I could have it as a calf stretch. Breathing in, breathing out. Just as soon as you lean forward and keep a heel down, just be mindful what it feels like for your back. Let's do a couple more each side before we do this one with a lunge. I need a little wider stance and then lunging it. We're just going to do 5 of these for each side. Let's do a last one. I can't remember how many, so why not let's just do one more each side. Nice. And done. So this is, I forget now, oh no, squat jumps is it? Squat jumps, making those handles shorter. And then little mini jumps I'm going to do for you, and then see, I think I might try and might see if I can do the whole lot in one, and see if I can do 20 or at least maybe 15 of the little mini jumps, or what I'm calling little mini jumps. Intense. Oh, need a water break. So that is second set done. Perfect. Right. So we've got last and final of this to go. We are getting down into the squat and then pulling up for a row. Handles where you need them. Depth where you need it. Number 20. So we're taking ourselves down nice and deep, and then coming up into a row. Breathing in, breathing out. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. This is 8 now. 9. And halfway. So if you ever need to stop, stop where it's a good number. So stopping at 10 is a good idea. I'm just feeling hot and bothered, so if you ever need to stop and have some water, please do. But we've got 10 more of these to go. This is 5 done and 5 to go. And then we've only got 4 exercises to go. Last 2. Last 1. Nice. Okie dokie. So, anyone remember what our second one? Oh yes. It's that pistol squat. So, pistol squat, I would take those handles up just by a little bit. And then you're sitting down into that challenge zone with whatever is appropriate to you. I'm going to do the same split, straight legs, nice and deep, 10, 10, 10, 10. I'm always going to swap probably because 20 is too many. 20 is too much. So So sitting down, let's do 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. 10 done. 10 on the other side to go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and done. I said done. It's only 10 for each side, but you are done with those 10. And for me, 10 of the intense is now done. So I'm going to do the same idea. I'm going to have toes up, 10 for each side. Probably won't turn around, won't swap. 10 and 10, and then these will be done. So down. Right. Second side. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, it feels like we've got so much more to go. But you have done 2 out of the 5. It's now time to challenge that inner thigh. You need a little bit more slack in your straps. Single handle mode. And pulling out and down. So I might do the one facing away for a change, and it's toe, trying to turn it down rather than trying to turn it up. Give yourself some support to get in. Then it's on the, possibly I never mentioned it before, but it's on the arch of your foot. Let's just spin it around, and then actually I might have to go this way. So upright posture, and down you go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop if you need to, swap sides, otherwise you've got 10 to go. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and done. Support yourself, come on out. Swap over sides, do the same, hang on to something so that you've got a little bit more confidence to get out in the right angle, and then down we go. And 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's more of a gliding and a pressing. 9, 10. Oh, I softened my knee if you could see that on that one. So try to keep that leg as straight as possible. This one out here, extended one. 4, 5. You got 5 to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and done. Okie dokie. So close. Now we're bringing it out. Now we're stepping you forward into T-shaped arms, and again you might have a little extra, even if it's just by a slither, little extra length in that strap. And then I'm going to start exactly the same, T-shaped arms. I'm going to do that stretch for the calf just because it's quite nice. You do a big full-on lunge if you want to. I'm just giving you options. Still you want the T-shaped arms, still you want a good strong lean in, still you need your exhale. And let's make it, these next ones coming up are your last ones like this. but I'm going to go deep. Here we are at 2, and then 3, and then 4, and then last one each side, but we change those arms, and if you had a V that you were doing previous, go right ahead and do that. I'm going to go home or go big, go big, go home. Go home, go big, I'm already home, this is my gym. Anyway, I'm going to go with the lunge right from the start. We're going to do 10 of these each side, and then you've only got one exercise to come after this. This is 4 and 4, 5 and 5. So you only got 5 to go. We've got 4 to go. So exciting. 3 to go. 2 to go. Oh, so close. Last one each side. Oh, done with those, yes. They weren't even that hard, it's just there's quite a lot of them. So, back to a little challenge to finish us off. And it might well finish us off. This being the 3rd time. So, depending on how much energy you've got in the tank will decide how you want to attack this one. So you could do it in 5s, but they are full on and you're jumping the life out of them. You could do 5 that you are jumping and the rest are squats. So mix it up, but try and be honest with yourself. Listen to your body, but I want 20. If you've done 20 for everything else, we are not chickening out now. I'm doing it with you. I have no idea if I can do this, but I'm going to see if I can do 15 all in one go of the, I'm calling my slightly easier jump. They're not easy. And then the full-on ones for 5. I will remove the word just from my vocabulary because we are going to do this. Let's go. I'm probably not going to be able to breathe and count with this, so I leave it with you, what number you're doing. Squat jumps or squats are our finish. Let's go. So. What? Oh my. So, yeah, that was intense enough and that was 15. I'm psyching myself up for the last and final 5. If you've already done it, woo! But I'm going to do 5. 5 nice and strong ones. Let's get to it. Let's go down. Let's see if I can do this. Oh! Yes! Yes, I can, but it puts me over the edge. So, before you stretch, just get your breath back. Get some water on board. And I would think a foam roller after a lower body would probably be your best friend. So, bringing in your trusty foam roller and rollering, so laying over the top, definitely roller your thighs. Can't lie, we've been using them. We've been doing bend and extend the whole time, so we would definitely use your hamstrings. Lay it flat and then roller over the top. Lengthways, lie down, just have a little flop out. If you want to do the calves, you'll be doing between the ankle and your knee. If you want to do the IT bands, they will be screaming at you, I'm pretty sure. But it's still between the knee and the hip, but it's for the outside. You can also straddle, which is like this kind of action, where you're then going to do the inner thigh. And probably you're going to feel it right down where the knee is. So you know your body's better than me. I know that my knee, and it was my right knee and down right there, what I just mentioned would be my, don't want to do it, but I have to. Same for my IT bands, but we can also sit on, have the cross leg and do your glutes. So I say thighs, hamstrings, IT bands, calves, inner thighs, glutes. You've got 6 to do. If you don't want to do any of those in the foam roller, or you haven't got it, or you can't find it, then do them as the body weight, which we would have done together many times before. So hope you enjoy that one and see you on the next one.